Hi everyone. So I mentioned that I was going to be doing a haul with a Sephora purchase, I think, of things that I was just going to buy myself for my birthday. And I ended up getting an unexpected gift card from my sister-in-law and brother. And so I kind of made that purchase a little bit bigger than I was originally planning. And I also picked up some things from ULTA using the ULTA birthday gift stuff. So I'm just going to get into that right now. So I'll do the ULTA thing first. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I can't remember what it was. So I don't know if it's because you're platinum, you get two things, or if everybody gets two things, but I got the email from ULTA with a $10 off anything coupon, as well as a coupon for this free eye palette. So I wasn't sure if I was going to actually get this because, you know, if it was just like a regular plain nude palette, then I probably wouldn't. But it did have kind of those pinky tones that I have been enjoying and everybody else has been enjoying. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So it says, "Happy birthday, gorgeous." So cute. And it has, the spot focus was on. Really pretty colors. I do feel like these are kind of all the same tone, so they can get kind of lost. I have done two looks with these, posted as Face of the Days on my Instagram. So I'll try to remember to link to those. The first one I feel like wasn't really that great. The second one I tried to make the contrast a little bit higher when I did the look so that it was a little bit more noticeable, because I felt like they got kind of lost just because they are a similar tone of colors. So I've been on this hunt for kind of a minty green, bluish, aquamarine, seafoam, etc. This I feel like looked more green in the store. It's I used it in the look. It's close. If it had just a tiny bit more green, I think this would be this color I'm looking for. But like in pictures, I feel it looks a little bit blue. I think it looks a little bit more green in person. This was $7. They often have sales, but a lot of times the sales depend on buying more than one thing. I would rather pay full price and not pay more, but get more. You know what I'm saying? The Pur Minerals Soul Mattes. I picked this up because Emily Noel and Kristen Game, and these are colors that I like. And I have also used this in several looks that I posted Face of the Days on Instagram with. They're definitely colors I like. This shade here is perfect brow bone highlight for me, and I've really enjoyed using that regardless what other products I'm using. And I did do a get ready with me type video for this look, and I use that in the brow bone. So if you are very fair, I feel like it's a really nice shade. It's hard to get a matte, very nicely pigmented matte, light color brow bone color. I mean, like super pigmented. Of course, I've got like blue underneath it, so now it looks kind of sickly. But it really is so nicely pigmented. And that does come with a brush, which I think I may have moved out of the area. The brush is actually quite nice, though it looks very cheap because it has this clear handle. And that, I would say in general, I feel like this is a really cheap looking packaging. It just looks dated, I think, is the issue. And not in a retro kind of way, just to me feels very dated. So I think that's everything I got from ULTA. Oh, you know what I got? I got hairpins. That was the thing. Not bobby pins. You know, I did ballet for many, many years. And so for ballet, you always bought hairpins for buns. And they work so much better than a bobby pin for a bun. So I'd been wearing buns for a while lately, and I just was annoyed with using clips or bobby pins. And when I was at Target, I couldn't find hairpins, which I found quite shocking. So I did get some, and they're not that great. I always needed the thicker hairpins just because my hair is very heavy and it's a little slippery even though it's wavy and the underneath is kind of got more grip to it. The outside is very slippery, and yeah, so I need the heavy duty pins in order to keep my buns secured. But yeah, anyway, really nobody needs to know this much detail on my hairpins. Okay. So Sephora, I made a purchase online, and that's the way I do prefer to buy things with Sephora, to kind of maximize the amount of stuff you can get. I used, Ebates had 8% cash back, and I had a code that I wanted to use. It was like a fragrance sampler code, and I also got 2 100-point things. Of course, I forgot them both. And I also got the birthday gift. I think that's everything of the kind of non-standard purchase. So the fragrance sampler Nest Midnight Fleur. This I'm wearing today, and I've worn it the past 2 days, I think. This one, you're gonna laugh. It makes me think of walking into Michael's or somewhere like that. Bed Bath & Beyond, perhaps, when they have all their scented stuff out front. I don't know why. Maybe it's the patchouli. I don't know. It says exotic woods, patchouli, and black amber, blended with night blooming jasmine and vanilla orchid. I don't know. Maybe I like smelling like I've just walked into Michael's. I'm not sure. I keep wearing it, so I must enjoy something about that. So I also got a sample of the Diorskin Nude Air Serum de Teinte. And the color was like in medium or something, some medium shade. And I was surprised that it didn't immediately settle into my pores. It did seem a little bit matte, but it went on really easily. And so just for kicks, when I was in the store, I bought a trio of Makeup Forever shadows, and I ended up returning the whole thing. I was thinking about getting another selection of shadows, but in the end I decided nothing was like really speaking to me. Maybe the stuff that's available online would have really spoken to me, but it's just I wasn't feeling anything. And those are quite expensive, so I decided I would get something else. And where was I going with this? So I had to go to the store to return that trio, and then while I was there, I definitely wanted to buy a nail polish, and that Angie from Vanity Rouge, who I will link below, convinced me that I definitely needed. And yeah, so I thought I'd swatch the foundation while I was there in the lightest shade 10. And while it is a little bit dark, of course, everything seems to be about this shade. Everything that I've ever tried, more or less, seems to be the lightest it will go is this color. So if you're, I would say around NC 15-ish, it's probably a good color match. So it is a little bit dark, but whatever, I'm trying to see if I can work with it just because it applies really easily, as you'll be able to see in this Get Ready With Me video. Was I going somewhere? I don't know. I decided to buy it, so I bought it. Even though this is like way more than I've ever spent on a foundation before. I had just said in a video that I was not going to buy any more foundation, but then I tried something that actually worked on my skin right away. It's a little bit of a matte finish, but a little bit, and I'm trying to use it a little more sheerly. I don't know. It has a fun smell that I do not appreciate, but we're seeing where it goes. I definitely will return this if I feel like it's not working, because it was $55, so I'm not holding on to that unless it 100% works. I don't know. I feel like I'm just So since I'm holding it in my hand, I'm going to mention this nail polish I also picked up. It's the Formula X Sheer Strength from Sephora, and this shade is in Powerful. Angie said that she really loved the color. I have not been wearing polish for a while again, because whenever I wear it regularly, it makes my nails peel. So this is supposed to be a strengthener that has color, but they have a whole bunch of different colors to choose from, which I thought was really neat. So this is a very light pale pink, and it has a little bit tiny amount of blue shimmer running through it. I don't have a top coat on it. I also did not, no base coat, and what else is relevant? Oh, 2 coats. So if I did 3, maybe you could see the shimmer a little bit more. But so far, I do like the shade. It went on really easily. I did open a Dairy Queen sundae about 5 minutes after I put the second coat on. So I have a couple dings in these fingers last night. But other than that, it seems to be holding up well. I did go to bed with it on maybe a couple hours after I applied it, and I did not get any of the, you know, fabric-y imprints, so that's nice to know. But it was only 2 coats, so I don't know, that seems a little bit more normal. I picked up the Mineral Veil, no, I always call it Mineral Veil, Hourglass Veil Primer, and it's a mineral primer. And this is the 1/3 of an ounce size. I was hesitant to buy the larger size because even though I finished that sample and had been really enjoying it, I wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy it through a full 1 to 2 ounces. So $18 for the 1/3 of an ounce, you're paying the same per ounce as the 1 ounce. So I didn't feel like I was wasting money by getting the smaller size. The 2 ounce, you do save a fair amount of money buying it in that large of an amount, but it is something like $75, $72, I think. So if I go through this 1/3 of an ounce bottle, I may consider, and still want to use it, then I may consider buying that 2 ounce one. So I had bought the Bite Beauty Agave lip mask when it first came out, and when it was in this little, in a metal tube. They have changed the tube. This is a champagne color. It's a really pretty color, when there's a thick amount of it, but it does not look like that on your lips. As you'll see in the Get Ready With Me, if you watch it, it adds a little bit of warmth to my lips. I don't have much pigmentation in them at all, so it does add a little bit of a warmth, and it's very a shiny finish that, since it does have a fair amount of lanolin in it, that's going to be a little bit shiny anyway. But with the shimmer, it's fairly shiny. And so I have a matte lipstick on top of that lip mask right now, and it gives the matte lipstick more of a sheen, shiny cream finish. Yes, I would say so. I'm not sure. I feel like this kind of maybe is not working as well as just the plain version. But the first version, I returned it because it made my lips a little bit numb. I have not experienced that with this, so that's good. That's a bonus. What I use otherwise is just plain lanolin, 100% lanolin from Lancinol, which I don't really enjoy using that tube, etc. But there aren't a lot of good lanolin options in the US for your lips. Okay, so another thing that I've been really enjoying and that I bought in that original purchase is this Hourglass Diffused light. So I have Mood Light, which I basically use as a blush because it's quite dark. But this is a very pale yellow, but it does have quite a lot of small amount of small shimmer particles in it. And I feel like you can't see it so easily when swatched. Maybe on your you can't see it on your fingers so much, but you can see it once you swatch it onto your skin. So it adds quite a lot of shine, which is good, especially with this foundation since it is a little bit matte. I feel like it adds a nice sheen. Oh, I've got like a chunk of mascara there. So I like the kind of sheen that it gives, you know, like on my nose and my cheeks, etc. I really have been enjoying this. I feel like it lightens things a little bit. I really like using the e.l.f. complexion brush for applying it. It does apply a lot, but since I'm looking to actually kind of lighten my foundation a tiny bit with it and help cancel out the redness a little bit, I feel like I want that. And I like the amount of sheen it puts on my face. So this, I'm not sure, I might return it. I did not intend to purchase this. It was the Sephora Universal Brow Freeze. I thought this was going to be, I just grabbed it because I was trying to find a clear brow gel that would work well, and I should probably just return this. It's the wax pencil variety. I didn't realize it until I took the packaging off and realized it's not like a screw cap. I have one of those little wax pencil things from NYX, and I don't feel like it holds my brows all that well. And in order to hold them, you have to use a lot, and then your face feels a little waxy there. I don't like that. The birthday gift this year, if you're a non-VIB Rouge, all you get are these 2 lip pencils. If you are VIB Rouge, I believe you also get like an actual lip pencil in addition to these. So there's a velvet matte lip pencil in Cruella and a satin lip pencil in I don't want to even try. Starts with an R, ends with an N. I've worn the satiny one once. I feel like it's really shimmery, and it's a little dark, so it's not just like a throw it on and go color for me, just because I feel like it's going to kind of affect, it depends what else I'm wearing on my face. So there you can see the matte color. You know, the matte is really pretty. I'm glad I got the matte. I wish though that, well, I wish there were 2 matte pencils, and I wish that this was not a red, because I just don't wear a red that often because it's a little high maintenance. If I am going to wear a red, it's going to be a matte, but you know, I need to kind of tone down the rest of my face, and I tend to like to do stuff on my eyes, so it's just not something every day I'm going to wear. So I wish it was a lighter color. Okay, Urban Decay Moondust Shadow in Solstice. This one I bought in store because I was just kind of wandering around looking for things that I hadn't looked at before. I saw these and thought, you know, I love duochromes. I hadn't read Temptalia's reviews on them, and so I didn't really know anything about them. And I saw this one. I saw it had been swatched a lot, and it was like pink with green, and it looked really cool. And then I swatched it and I'm like, this is the prettiest eyeshadow I've ever seen in my whole life. So it feels super duper creamy, and the texture of it to me reminds me of kind of the pressed pigment type texture. It's kind of a rosy pink base, and with the flash being in this kind of blue-green shine. Jiminy Christmas. There's a lot of glitter, and it's very small. I've swatched, I think, all of the Moondust shadows that they had out, and none of them I thought worked as nicely as this one. I feel like there's a lot more glitter in it. The particles are smaller. It's just, and that's what I have on my lids today. It's just so dramatic and amazing, and even the Sephora woman that was working at the cashier was like, whoa, that's so cool. I'm like, I know. So super, super excited about that. You know, that's the kind of thing like about makeup that I love, and that it's just so fun, you know. I love these colors and whatnot. I got this Sephora Favorite Summer Crush. It was a little bit of an impulse purchase. I got this in my online order. This is in their sale section. I think I had looked this, no, you know what? I don't think I actually had looked at this one before, but I decided there were a couple things in it that kind of justified the purchase to me, even though it's a little bit different for me. So one of the things I was definitely interested in was this Living Proof Restore Mask Treatment. I don't have any masks for my hair. I just use conditioner. So I thought that would be kind of a fun addition to my routine, just a couple times a week, put it in the ends or so, you know, just kind of exciting. This Murad Essential C Sun Balm. I don't know. I'm sure I can find a use for this, and If it's waterproof, oh, apply to areas with extreme sun exposure. Maybe I could use this on the baby. Be a little bit less messy. So I was also interested in this Lavanilla Vanilla Coconut. I tried this out. It reminded me of something that I didn't really love. I'll try it again. Oh. Bumble Surf Spray. Kind of curious to try that out, and I haven't tried anything from that brand, and you know, it's fancy and I've seen other people use it, so why not? And that's the kind of thing I'm attracted to, because it's like, oh, you do nothing, you kind of scrunch things up and then all of a sudden you have this hairstyle, and that's my kind of non-effort for a hairstyle. The Cool Fix Targeted Gel Lotion that says it treats ingrown hairs, razor bumps, razor burn, and redness. I don't know, it kind of looks like an aloe gel situation. Super Goop City Sunscreen Serum. This looks like the kind of thing I would use on my oily areas during the summer, perhaps. I'm sure I can use that. Something that I was also interested in was the Divine Oil from Caudalie. I have heard about this before. I think, does this one have a nice smell to it? Has a little bit of a smell. I'm kind of congested right now, and from all the talking, I'm just out of sorts. I'm sure I can find a use for that as well. So another thing I was a little bit interested in, and you might laugh, is this Vita Liberata Luxury Tan Mousse. I want to try it on my legs before my legs are actually going to be exposed, just to see how my legs look with some fake tan. I've never done any sort of real fake tan on my legs before, so I want to give it a try out. And it came with this little teeny tiny tanning mitt, which I think is quite funny. So I'm going to give that a try for sure. And the other thing that I thought, well, this I can certainly get use out of, is this Jack Black lip balm. It's the shea butter and vitamin E. SPF 25 is the main reason, just to have a nice balm that has a good amount of SPF in it. That is always something that I can use. The other thing that's on my eyes, the other main component that is on my eyes is, if I can open it, I'll just show you this first, is this Sephora Quint, and it is, I believe, number 12. I don't know if it has a name, but the colors are warm beige, pale gray, matte gray, Bordeaux, and ivory. So Bordeaux, which is that kind of reddish brown, is obviously the one that I was interested in, since I'm all crazy for red browns lately. I feel like it's quite... On the eyes, to me, it looks almost a little bit more red than brown, which is actually what I wanted. Swatched, I feel it leans a little brown, but on the eyes, I really enjoy the way it looks. I've been, I don't know, so crazy for like red base browns. I don't know why. I got MAC's Swiss Chocolate, and it just like, it kindled a fire in my heart for reddish browns. I don't know, but... So I'm just super attracted to them, and I feel like this is such an interesting combination of colors. And well, when you first put your fingers into the pan to swatch it, it feels a little bit stiff and dry. You get a lot of pigment. It applies on the eyes really easily. I've just been, so far, the one time I've really used it, I've been really pleased with it, and it swatches a lot nicer than it originally feels. So yeah, you'll be able to see this in action in the Get Ready With Me. I also wanted to have a matte gray. I don't feel like I have any good matte grays, and anything that's even sort of warm toned will go very, very warm on me. So even if I have like a cool brown, it will still look very warm. So I just wanted something that was actually cool, that stayed cool, but that just kind of gave me that shadowed look. So yeah, I used the matte gray in the crease today, and I feel like it came out quite nicely. So I would definitely recommend this. I feel like the packaging feels really like light and cheap, but the product inside is nice, and the price is decent. It's still, you know, not like drugstore pricing, but you know, I think that we tend to ignore the Sephora branded stuff because of all the other goodies that are in Sephora. But I do try to, if I'm looking for something like not something specific, but say a color or whatever, I tried to look at Sephora stuff as well to not pass them by, because I feel like they do have some really nice things. Anyway, so I think that's everything that I had kind of gotten myself for my birthday. I know it's a lot, but I decided to kind of splurge a little bit because I feel like I haven't had fun buying makeup in a while. It's always all about the discounts and the scheming and whatnot. And so I wanted a fun present for myself. So let me know if you've tried any of these out and how they worked for you. I would love to hear from you. If you've picked up anything recently, if you have any fun birthday plans, if your birthday is coming up. And yeah, so I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and commenting. I really do appreciate that. And I'll see you soon.